And so there you have it. Definitive proof, because bro read a study last year that said that if you do cardio, you don't burn as much body fat as if you just lift weights. So there you go. I lose the argument because bro quoted that he read a study somewhere last year.
Cardio is literally the worst thing you could do to lose weight.
Really, I think sitting around playing video games would be worse. I think eating cheeseburgers, going to fast food restaurants would be worse. I think partying harder than last time would probably be a worse choice. Well, for some people, perhaps not everyone. I think watching TV would be worse. Going out to eat with your friends would be worse. I think singing would be worse. Making YouTube videos. And so in my eyes, almost everything worse at helping you to lose weight than doing cardio.
The only reason why cardio is ever even considered a weight loss exercise is because it's really, really easy to do and it's really, really hard to up.
And so if cardio is so easy to do and hard to up, then how could it be bad in helping you to lose weight?
Just because it's a low barrier of entry and anyone can do it doesn't mean it's the way to go.
And so not only that, it's a low barrier of entry. Anyone can do it. And so how is that not even more reason for you to do cardio to help you to lose weight?
Cardio is an endurance exercise. So the more cardio that you do, the more endurance your body develops.
Yeah, the more cardio you do, the more your endurance develops. And also, the more calories you burn. If you do 30 minutes of cardio and you suddenly do an hour, you double the amount of calories you burn. And so the more cardio you do, the more calories you burn. The less cardio you do, the less calories you burn. Are you getting it now?
Part of what endurance is how fast your body processes energy.
Exactly. The faster your body can process energy, the faster you can go. And so when you practice doing cardio like Coach Greg, racing bikes for 5 years, I can now burn double the calories that I could when I first started. And so if I went for a bike ride a year ago, I could burn perhaps 500 calories. But if I go for a bike ride now, I can burn 1,000 calories. And why? Because I got better and more efficient at processing energy. My body has adapted and now it can produce more power than ever before. And so you're thinking, no, your body adapts and burn fewer calories. It is in fact the exact opposite.
When you're teaching your body to burn energy over an extended period of time, it's going to slow down.
No, it's not. You're literally getting better at what you're doing. And so instead of running at 5 miles an hour, you can now run at 6, and then at 7, and at 8, and so on. And even if you don't run faster, you can go longer. You become better at it. That initial 15-minute bike ride that I did 5 years ago, it got me tired. My legs were burning. Couldn't believe it. In comparison now, 15 minutes, I'm just warming up.
When we're wanting to lose weight, that's the complete opposite thing that we want to do.
When we're wanting to lose weight, we do more cardio. The more cardio you do, the more calories you're burning. And so I said, is this guy full of shit? Did he make this stuff up? Did he just post some BS video for engagement? And so I asked him, I am not saying cardio is bad or cardio doesn't work. I'm saying as a form of exercise for weight loss, it's the least effective method you could choose. And so he confirms it. He thinks that cardio is the worst thing you could possibly do if your goal is weight loss. And so he elaborates. What I'm talking about are the average people. Average people or competitors that'll do an hour plus of steady state cardio for 3 to 6 months, and then they drop the cardio completely. That's when they gain the weight back. So hear me out. Let's put our thinking caps on. If they did an hour of cardio a day and it helped them to lose the weight, and then when they stopped doing cardio, they regained the weight, what is the common denominator? It's the cardio. When you're doing the cardio, you lose weight. When you stop doing cardio, you gain weight. And so how do you then conclude that doing cardio is the worst thing you can do to help you lose weight? Stopping the cardio is the worst thing you can do to help you lose weight. When you stop doing cardio, your weight goes up. When you add in cardio, your weight goes down. Are you getting it now? Is it making sense, people? He further elaborates. I support high-intensity, short-duration cardio for heart health and a number of other things. And so what he is a fan of is HIIT cardio for a short period of time. HIIT cardio burns hardly any calories. It's also very hard to recover from. And so if you're a bodybuilder trying to retain your muscles and you start doing HIIT cardio, going for run intervals and so on, you're probably going to overtrain. But what you want to do is steady state zone 2 cardio. This cardio you can do for perhaps an hour, not get sore, not get tired, but it does in fact burn a lot of calories. Far greater than, for example, if you were lifting weights. He also states further on, they are walking on a treadmill for 30 minutes, then increasing it to 45 minutes when their body stops responding, then an hour and a half, and so on. And then when they reach their goal, they stop doing cardio. Are you seeing the pattern? Stop doing cardio. And so is it cardio's fault that you stop doing it? Hey, cardio, I blame you. You are the worst thing I can do to lose weight. Because when I do cardio, I lose weight, and when I stop doing it, I gain it. And so by that reasoning, weightlifting is the worst thing you can do to build muscle. And why is that, Coach Greg? Well, when you lift weights, your muscles get bigger, but then when you stop lifting weights, your muscles get smaller. And so lifting weights is stupid if you want to build muscle. That is the exact same comparison. And so I asked Editor Steve to weigh on this, and so he watched the video, read the comments. Here is what Editor Steve said. It's weird that the smart people are getting dumber, because those who agree to it are actually the most articulate in the way they wrote it. So it literally is the smart people getting it wrong.
You'd be better focusing on something like weight training that's going to stimulate your metabolism to be faster.
First thing first, lifting weights does not burn a lot of calories. You're thinking, oh, it burns so many calories. No, it doesn't. And so let's argue that. I'll go on a bike and I'll do zone 2 cardio, easy, steady state cardio. You go to the gym, do a bunch of squat, bench press, deadlifts, and so on. Who do you think's burning more calories? We'll go for an hour. You do whatever amount of sets of bench presses, squats, and deadlifts that you want, and I'll just ride at a comfortable pace on my bike. Who do you think is burning more calories? I am by a lot, at least double the calories that this guy is burning. But oh, lifting weights burn so many calories. Oh, but what about the extra muscle that you build? Does that boost your metabolism? Of course it does. About 8 calories per pound. And so if you build 10 pounds of extra muscle, your metabolism, it automatically goes up by approximately 80. But of course, with that extra muscle, you burn more calories throughout the day. During your NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or even during your cardio sessions, because you now have bigger muscles, you're carrying around more muscle, you have a faster metabolism. You can push harder on the pedals, you can lift heavier weights, you can move around heavier objects, and so of course you're burning more calories. But if you do cardio, you can double your rate of calorie burn during that time you're doing cardio. And so for example, you're a lazy piece of cook, you're not doing any cardio whatsoever, despite all my videos, and you suddenly wake up and say, you know what? That Coach Greg is right. I should start doing cardio. You go to the gym, you do 30 minutes of cardio, and you burn perhaps 200 calories. Now, over the weeks, months, and or years, you become more efficient, you do more cardio, you progressive overload, and you do cardio, and in 30 minutes now, you're burning 400 calories. You doubled the amount of calories you're going to burn. And so doubling 200 calories, now burning 400, means you're burning 200 calories every single day. In comparison, you add 10 pounds of muscle, which is not going to be easy. You burn an extra 80 calories. And so which one of these is better? And that was just a half an hour. How many of you are only going to the gym and lifting weights for 30 minutes? Probably going to go for an hour. And so if you build up and go from doing 30 minutes of cardio, doing 200 calories, then suddenly you're doing an hour of cardio, burning off 800 calories, you're going to burn off an extra 600 calories. This is huge. No amount of lifting weights, working out, at least while being natural, is going to add so much muscle that you're going to burn off an extra 600 calories per day. And so by a long shot, way better to do cardio than it is to lift weights if your goal is to burn body fat. You are absolutely spot on. I've been a fitness enthusiast for about 12 years. People think running. It's not like that. Lift weights and include easy zone 2 cardiovascular fitness without threatening your gains. His response, exactly. Now, hear me out. This guy says you should lift weights and do zone 2 cardio. While the author, Ben Corliss, he says exactly. But did he not just say that doing cardio is the worst thing you could do if your goal is to burn fat? If it's the worst thing you could do to burn fat, how is he now agreeing that this is exactly what you should do? And so who do you think makes more sense? I've been saying you should do cardio to lose weight. This person in the comment section said you should lift weights and then do zone 2 cardio. What type of cardio have I been preaching? Zone 2 cardio. What has Ben been preaching? HIIT cardio. And so Ben, you can't have it all. You can't say never do cardio to help you lose weight, then say, yeah, but you can do HIIT cardio, and then say, yeah, I agree with this guy who says to do zone 2 cardio. And so which is it, Ben? Should you not do cardio to help you lose weight, or should you do cardio? Because if you were honest, if you stuck to what you said in this video, your response would have been, no, don't do zone 2 cardio because that's not going to help you to lose weight. It's the worst thing you could do. But yet here you are agreeing. My response, yeah, you literally just said to do zone 2 cardio on top of lifting weights. And why do you think that is? Because the zone 2 cardio is what's burning the fat and the lifting weights is what's building the muscle. And so if he was actually right, the zone 2 cardio that you're doing is the worst thing you could ever do. And that would include eating cheeseburgers, and I certainly don't think that cardio is worse than eating cheeseburgers for losing weight. And so Ben's response, ha ha ha, I know I must be winning when I get at Greg Doucette's attention, LOL. And the next response, wondering which master in sports science you have. Huh? I never thought of it that way, but it makes perfect sense. Thank you for the advice. And so this misinformation is literally convincing people not to do the cardio if their goal is to lose weight. And so my comment, please don't think of it that way because this guy has no idea what he's talking about. And so sorry, just because somebody sounds like they're making perfect sense doesn't mean that they actually are. Cardio plus weightlifting for the win. Obviously. I mean, even Ben is going to agree. You want to do both lifting weights and doing cardio. But what Ben stated in this video was that cardio is the worst exercise on the planet, the worst thing you could ever do if your goal is to lose weight. But I think we've proven that it's not. I mean, even the comments are saying, yeah, do your lifting weights plus do zone 2 cardio. But let's see what Ben thinks. There was a study done last year. Oh, a study that compared 3 groups. Cardio only group, weight training only group, and cardio plus weight training group. The weight training only group lost more fat, built more muscle, and had more stable blood sugar levels than both the cardio only group and the weightlifting plus cardio group. And so there you have it. Definitive proof because bro read a study last year that said that if you do cardio, you don't burn as much body fat as if you just lift weights. So there you go. I lose the argument because bro quoted that he read a study somewhere last year. I don't care about a stupid study. I lift 2 to 3 days a week and I ride a bike 3 days. I'm adding muscle and melting fat. I know what works for me, so I'll stick to that. And so clearly, do you really think that him adding those 3 extra days of doing cardio, riding the bike, that's the worst thing he could do is his goal is to burn body fat? Does somehow doing cardio make it harder to lose fat? Does doing cardio magically add on fat? No. The answer is simple. When you stop doing cardio, that is when the fat comes on. Because the worst thing you could do if your goal is to lose body fat is stop doing the cardio. So doing something that burns calories is bad for weight loss. Makes total sense, LOL. And so his response, try listening to the whole video. Yeah, I watched all 2 minutes of it, which is absolutely full of nonsense. Stop confusing people for clicks. Not cool. Having a healthy heart is key and a component of getting shredded. And so someone asks, what about when lifting for 3 days and including running for 2 days? Is it inappropriate? His response, that would be a good plan. Running 2 days a week is fine. Hear me out. If the worst thing you can do to lose body fat is cardio, and he asked to do 2 days a week of running, which is in fact cardio, then your response should be, no, that's a bad idea because that's the worst thing you could do to try to lose body fat. But since you're agreeing with him, because you're not a moron and you know that cardio is great for fat loss, you stated, yeah, that's good. And so you could restart the video by saying this. Cardio is the best thing you could do to lose weight. Just don't stop doing it. Or try this. The worst thing you could do if your goal is to lose weight is to stop doing cardio. See how that actually makes sense? Now, I get having clickbait videos, but in this clickbaited video, you didn't for 1 minute explain that doing cardio is amazing for fat loss. You, in fact, said the opposite. Now, if you're looking for the best possible supplement in the world to help you to do more cardio than last time, backed by studies, look no further than NMN, which is, in fact, the main ingredient in GO2 Max. It's going to have increased cardio, ability to go at a faster pace and for longer. Not only that, when the cardio is over, you're going to have more energy to, in fact, burn off more calories through NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And so you can get your cardio done, you have more energy to go about your day. So interested in GO2 Max, code Greg, 15% off. Please don't try and convince Coach Greg that cardio is not great for fat loss. And of course, you know what's also great for fat loss? The Circle Diet Book and Cookbook 3.1, right, Mepsigram?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Helps you have low calorie, delicious, high volume recipes for the big eater. Interested in this? Also, the supplements of any kind, head over to the website, code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost your algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Watch one of those two bloops, the cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team, the Circle Diet book, the training books. And if you have no money, get the free diet and training web. It's close to 50 pages. Join the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. And until next time,
Do that.
I'm out.